Another question would be around, I guess, chronic pain. Could you offer more for people in such experiences to find resolution and more ease and grace amidst it, healing?
So we would say to first of all acknowledge that all pain is an indication of some sort of misalignment with source energy. Whether it's physical pain or whether it's emotional pain, it's an indicator of the same thing. There's a misalignment there. However, we encourage you to understand that just because we say, oh, there's a misalignment there, we encourage you not to bring that back to your identity and let that reinforce that mental construct that is active in so many of there is something wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with you because you're experiencing pain of any kind. So keep in mind, keep in your awareness that who you are is the soul, is the eternal consciousness, is the aspect of source that is experiencing itself as this human. So we can surely say from that perspective that there's nothing wrong with you. There is an experience of misalignment occurring when there is pain, whether it's emotional pain or physical. And usually it's the emotional that has gone unaddressed for many moments in time that eventually leads to the physical pain. So physical pain is a more solidified or more dense manifestation of an energetic misalignment that has gone without realignment, if you will. So when you have emotional pain and you ignore it or you don't understand what it is and you let it go on, then eventually that misalignment or that pinching off of source energy begins to manifest as into the physical, into the more dense aspect of reality, which is the physical. Emotional, energetic is still subtle. You can feel it, but you can't really see it. It's still in the more subtle realm. Physical pain, it's starting to become more dense. Why? Because it's starting to become anchored in the energetic field. And when anything is anchored in the energetic field, whether it's good, your perception of good, or your perception of bad, it begins to manifest into the physical. So we would always address pain in terms of, you describe it as chronic pain. We would say, well, if there's a chronic pain, then what is the chronic vibration? What is the chronic emanation? What is the chronic mental perspective that has been occurring on repeat for many months or many years or many lifetimes that I need to look at, that I need to repattern in order to restore my energetic, emotional field into balance and flow, so that my physical body starts to mirror and reflect that energy flow that is present now within my energy body. The reason this is difficult is because in your construct, in your quote unquote fields of healthcare, emphasis on the quotes with the health, isn't really about health, it's about symptom alleviation, let's put it that way. And we mean no disrespect. But it's very rare in terms of a healthcare environment that the root energetic emotional issue that is causing the problem is actually acknowledged and repatterned. It is much more common that the symptom is acknowledged and then some sort of medication or some sort of treatment is given just to alleviate the symptom. That is like pulling out a weed, pulling a dandelion, just pulling the yellow part of the dandelion off and just leaving the weed part, the root part in the ground. It doesn't really do anything energetically speaking because the person is still in the repetitive thought patterns and the emotional patterns associated with those mental perspectives that are causing the misalignment of energy in the first place. So that's a very long-winded way of saying to examine the contents of your consciousness continually, because as we have explored and as we have experienced doing this work, there are many perceptions that are so real to you and you are so natural to you that you haven't even thought to examine them, because it's how that your construct has thought for as long as you can remember. So in other words, there's no questioning there. There's no questioning of, is this thought form accurate? Is this belief accurate? Is this supportive of my health? Is this supportive of my well-being? So if there's no questioning of the mental perspectives, then there's no repatterning or releasing happening. And so, of course, pain will be chronic. But think of pain as an indicator of a misalignment rather than there's something wrong with me. So in other words, think of it as a blessing. It's indicating to you, it's showing to you where you are holding a misalignment. If you didn't have the pain showing you where there was a misalignment, you wouldn't know that there was one. So in that sense, pain is a gift. If you can start looking at pain as a gift and start working with it as a messenger for what it is trying to tell you about your energetic and your physical bodies, then you can work with it effectively rather than just trying to take some sort of medication that will temporarily alleviate the symptom but will never actually get down to the root cause of why you're experiencing this misalignment in the first place.